Hello, UPIKE viewers. Welcome to the September 2017 edition of Bear TV News. I'm Robert Rundle.
And I'm Travis Stamper. We're here to cover some of the most recent news around UPIKE and the surrounding community.
In today's show, we will be featuring stories on Wing and Sing, UPIKE Theater, Banned Books Week, a Skype call with the director of Last Chance U, and campus sports.
First, we go to a piece Rob did earlier this week on the Wing and Sing event hosted by the Campus Activity Board.
Students from the University of Pikeville gathered in the student lounge for Wing and Sing. Buffalo Wild Wings was sponsored at the event, and songs were sang from a variety of genres, from country music to hip-hop and R&B. We got the chance to talk to one of the work-study students about the event.
Well, I work for Kelly Porter and Student Campus Activities, and tonight we did an event called Wing and Sing, where we provide the students a chance to come out here and break out of their shell and do karaoke for the rest of the crowd, and we feed them some Buffalo Wild Wings.
For more information on events around UPIKE, download the UPIKE Events app on the App Store for iOS and Google Play Store for Android. Reporting for Bear TV News, I'm Rob Rundle.
Thanks, Rob, for that coverage. Can't wait for the next campus event.
Last month was a busy one for UPIKE's theater department. On September 14th, the students, led by Assistant Professor of Theater Kim Willard, put on a showing of The Farmers Lit the Fields on Fire. The department got the chance to perform at the Edinburgh Festival Fringe, the world's largest arts festival. We got to speak with Kim Willard about what it was like performing overseas.
There's not enough words to describe what it was like. It was amazing. Some of these kids have never been overseas before. I haven't been since I was 19. We were in a country I'd never been to, although fortunately they spoke English, so that was great. A little different than ours, but that made it easier. But no, I mean, there were so many things. We laughed, we cried, we were scared, we were excited. It was the most life-changing thing I think we've done as a theater family.
UPIKE Theater also put on a lovely performance of Tennessee Williams' The Glass Menagerie, a 5-character memory play that premiered in 1944 and catapulted Williams to fame. The play focuses on the Wingfield family and their few trials and misfortunes which ultimately result in their son's departure. We are proud of our theater department, and we encourage all students to come out and support them. Now we go to reporter Megan Stepp with coverage of Banned Books Week.
Intellectual freedom is the right of every individual to both seek and receive information from all points of view, without restriction. Intellectual freedom was the topic discussed recently during the Banned Books Week panel in Chrisman Auditorium.
I'm here in Chrisman Auditorium for the Banned Books Week panel discussion on intellectual freedom. From the perspective of a fiction writer, the idea of censorship is terrifying, right? That somebody might judge what you write and deem it unworthy or inappropriate for a certain group, especially if it's your target audience. And so it's a horrible thought to think that, people will be judging your work in that way. However, I often say that I hope everything I write is banned, because if you tell somebody not to do something, they want to do it, right? So I want people to go read as many of my books as possible whenever they get published.
Assistant Professor of Religion Summer Bingham spoke about the ethics of banning books.
Banning books is a terrible idea for a few reasons. One of them being, just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that you should restrict access for other people. Books are one of our greatest teachers in the world, and I think that it's really important that we keep access to some of our greatest teachers. And a lot of the books on banned book lists are classics, and they often provide a lot of commentary on social or political or ideological issues of our day. So when you ban those, you're essentially just trying to silence voices that can advocate for change.
Be sure to keep up with campus events by using the UPIKE Events app. Reporting for Bear TV News, I'm Megan Stepp.
Thanks, Megan. We want to thank everyone who came to show support for the cause, and we hope to see you all at next year's Banned Books Week.
On September 20th, Professor Andrew Reed and What's Up Wednesday organized a Skype call with Brittany Wagner from the Netflix documentary series Last Chance U, which is about a community college football team. Brittany Wagner served as the academic advisor to the football team and has since developed her own academic support consulting company, 10,000 Pencils. At the event on campus, she gave students advice and answered their questions. We were able to talk to some of the students at the event along with Professor Reed.
Seeing what she did kind of, it reminded me of Student Success and what they do, and her explaining it really kind of it hit home, and I felt like it did that for a lot of students here tonight.
Brittany basically did what she did on the show, which was inspire student athletes. Tonight we had most of the members of the football team here to listen to her conversation, and she delivered a really, I think, uplifting message, encouraged them to be present in life.
It was good to hear from her. I hear her, just her giving us advice on future as a football player. That was good.
The film program and What's Up Wednesday are also in the process of preparing for another major campus event, UPIKE U-Parodies. We have Professor Andrew Reed with us in the studio today to talk about it. Andrew?
Travis, thank you for having me here today. So the UPIKE U-Parodies event is an on-campus video contest, and it's open for UPIKE students only. And so the idea behind the contest is to have students go out and create a short parody film of a TV show or a movie that's popular. And so a parody is basically something that makes fun of an existing piece of pop culture. And so, you know, they might make a parody of The Sandlot and set it on campus and have the baseball team in it. Or they could do a parody of It. Or another popular film that's out now, and somehow like set it in the classroom. We've already got a student that's doing that. So that's the basic idea behind the UPIKE U-Parodies contest. And so these videos, they need to be less than 7 minutes long, and they need to be PG in terms of content. So we ask that any cursing be bleeped if it's present. So relatively clean videos. We want this to be a fun, you know, kind of non-controversial thing. And basically they need to submit them to me by October 30th. The event is on a Wednesday night, November 1st, at 7 p.m. So I'd like to get the submissions by October 30th to evaluate them and make sure that they're okay in terms of length and that the content's appropriate. The videos can be hand delivered to me if somebody wants to edit them on their phone and export it or something, or you know, send me a file. They can come here and I can help them figure out how to get it to me once it's shot and edited. Alternatively, they could send me an unlisted YouTube link. So you can upload a video to YouTube and mark it unlisted, so that way no one can watch it. And so we want the U-Parodies to be premiered at the event. And so this way, if I get the unlisted link, I can download it off YouTube and we can show it at the event. So we ask if anybody makes one not to share it online before the event. We want it to be a surprise. And so money, I'm sure people would like to know about the money at the event, right? Mm-hmm. So we have $300 in cash prize money to give out, and that's thanks to SGA for supporting this event. So first place will get $150, second will get $200, and third place will get $50. And the student success folks that host What's Up Wednesday, they will be judging the films there that night. They'll not have seen them yet, and so based on what they think, and you know, they're also paying attention to audience reaction, they'll determine the top 3 winners. So should be a fun event. If anybody has any questions, they can just email me at andrewreed@upike.edu. If you need a little help making your film, you can email me as well and talk with me about it. I can basically tell you how you can make a film on an iPhone. You know, you don't even have to have anything fancy. You can shoot on an iPhone or an Android phone, edit it on the phone. It's totally possible. So alternatively, if somebody wants to shoot it on their phone but wants a little help editing, they can come to our classroom here in CTC 125. And we have work studies available. There's a schedule on the door where you could get assistance editing your film in Adobe Premiere. They'll practically edit it for you, actually. They'll show you how to do it. So we'd love to have some more submissions from across the campus.
And where is this event being held?
The event is held in Chrisman Auditorium on November 1st, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. as part of What's Up Wednesday. And there's going to be free pizza, candy, and popcorn. So it's a lot of fun. Free Cokes, too. So.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us today, Professor Reed.
Thank you, Travis.
The film program is also hosting a screening of the documentary film Line Fork on October 23rd in the 7th floor of the Health Professions Building at 6:30 p.m. The film is an observational documentary on Eastern Kentucky banjo legend Lee Sexton and his wife Opal. The 2 co-directors of the film will be here for the screening for a roundtable discussion to follow.
Another upcoming event, which many students will be excited about, is a concert by Ryan Quinn from the NBC's The Voice. Quinn is famous for his bluesy style and incredible range. The concert will be held on October 19th at 7 p.m. in Booth Auditorium.
Now it's time for Rob Rundle with your sports news.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the first edition of the Sports Update. I'm Rob Rundle, and I'll be covering UPIKE sports throughout the semester. First off, we have the men's and women's soccer teams both starting out the season slow as they are both below 500, although there's hope to both teams as they open conference play against the University of Cumberland. Junior Eric Bernabeu leads the way for the men's soccer team with 6 goals this season with a 73% shot on goal percentage. Sophomore Reagan Bridge, senior Macarena Acuna, and sophomore Skylar Chapman lead the way for the women's team as they all have 2 goals. Next, we have the men's golf team. Roger Maynard was in a league of his own as he led the University of Pikeville's men's golf team to a win in its fall invitational at Stonecrest Golf Course. Maynard took first place overall with a 2-round total of 145 strokes, helping the Bears to a team total of 607. Bluefield and Midway were next in line in a tie for second place, but it was 23 strokes behind the Bears. The top 5 individual finishers were named to the all-tournament team, and place 1, 2, and 3 all belonged to UPIKE. Maynard was first, then Trey Eisenberg with a 151, and Burgess Clark rounded out the top 3 with a score of 152. Blake Moody and Dustin Renstedel tied for 11th place with 2-round totals of 161, and Garrett Bevins, playing as an individual, came in 9th with 158. Maynard's 71 on day 1 held up as the only below-par round turned in over the past 2 days. He also tied for the tournament lead in birdies with 6 and played the best of anyone on par 4 holes in just 1 over. As a team, UPIKE led the invite in birdies with 21 and in pars with 105. There was some excitement on the women's team as Boo Newsom won the individual UPIKE Fall Invitational by beating Georgetown's Bailey Salyers by 1 stroke in a playoff hole. Newsom was able to putt in a birdie to win the invitational. Meanwhile, Salyers finished with the par. It was a great invitational for both men and women golf teams. The football team is hot as they are coming off a Mid-South Conference Appalachia Division win against St. Andrews 41-6. The team has a 3-2 overall record with a 1-0 record in Mid-South Conference play. Senior Ramon Morris has tied the school record for career interceptions with 11. He still has 6 games left to be the all-time leader in interceptions, which would be quite a milestone. The Bears' conference game opponents coming up are Point University, Reinhardt, and Bluefield College. For a first-year program competing in the inaugural Mid-South Conference 3D Championship, the University of Pikeville archery team had quite the showing, finishing 4th overall as a team and collecting 2 first-team and 2 second-team All-MSC 3D honors on Sunday. Cumberland's won the team championship, followed by Kentucky Christian and Campbellsville tying for 2nd. After UPIKE in 4th, Bethel, Tennessee finished 5th, and Georgetown rounded out the list in 6th place. After qualifying on Saturday, the teams were seeded into brackets for their respective disciplines. For individuals, the top 5 qualifiers advanced to compete on Sunday. First place finishers were named first team all-conference, and individual runner-up were named to the second team. UPIKE's Dalton Evans was named to the first team in men's recurve, and Devin Gayhart and Katie Carr joined him in mixed recurve. Kyle Evans picked up second team honors in men's compound, and Gayhart earned a second all-conference award in men's recurve. This has been the monthly sports update. Tune in next time for more on your UPIKE Bears. For the sports update, I'm Rob Rundle.
Thanks for that coverage, Rob. We're going to end this broadcast on a sad note. Over the last month, the UPIKE family lost a beloved bear. Diana Susan Wetzel passed away on Sunday, September 24th at Pikeville Medical Center. Susan worked as a program coordinator at the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine for 8 years. She is survived by her parents and her 4 brothers and will be sadly missed by everyone who knew her. Well, that wraps it up for us here at Bear TV News. I'm Travis Stamper.
And I'm Robert Rundle. Thank you for watching.